Hi, it's Hebert here. Last episode, I talked about singing and how we went through rhythm, pitch, tone, and finally dynamics. And throughout the entire way, we said that volume was at low, so you don't get hurt. For so you can continue singing without being hurt. The This is part two. So here we go. This part's more about anatomy and learning the basics. This is you have to do yourself. Um, I just learned these myself, so yeah, that's what you have to do. Look up the anatomy of the neck. So all of the muscles like all of these muscles, they go from the top all the way down to here, and in the front and in the back. So neck muscles, including your tendons, the ligaments, the bones, and the cartilages. Because the hyoid and the styloid process, which is so the hyoid, um, your vocal cords, your larynx, just above, there's like a U-shaped bone that's called the hyoid bone. It's a process which it just floats above the vocal cords. The styloid process are on the sides, so where your ears are, just below here. It's a little pointy needle-like thing. Um, it's connected to the ear and to the. Um, it holds everything together. So you just have to know that they exist and look them up. The more you practice singing, the more important they become, and more you like actually notice them. But that's for the hyoid and styloid process. Uh, Look up the tongue muscles and the placements, the origin, the insertion, where they all go. I guess the tongue, there's only one place that it attaches to. So um, either way, so the tongue is very important because when you do the vowels and consonants or tone, so part three, it's extremely important. It's like the buccal cavity. The shape of it when you do like any sorts of vowels, it's required. Also, when you do like consonants, if you do M, it's through the nose. And it's through the nose. Like T, it's the mouth, at the front of the mouth. Um, so that's what the tongue. That's why it's important for the tongue and the muscles of the tongue, where they attach to and everything. You'll see. That's why you need to know the start with. Next is the larynx, which is the part where we actually make noise. It's literally this part, but it kind of goes down a bit more. But just learn all of the muscles, all of the parts to it, literally draw them out. You can just use the internet in order to accomplish these things, pictures, but literally draw out every single piece of muscle of every part of like these three: the neck, the tongue, and the larynx. Just look up the muscles, the tendons, the ligaments. So the tendons is like the muscle, and then they go either insertion or origin, which is like in there and like another spot. But it's to know the difference between the muscles, the tendons, and the ligaments is between two bones without muscles. So you'll notice that between the styloid and the hyoid bone, or styloid, there's an L. Oops. But the hyoid and the styloid, there's ligaments between them, one on each side, and it's a little strings that go between. You have to look it up. It's so cool because you can, if you sing, you can actually sing to them and feel them vibrate. It's like a stretching exercise, and you learn this as you sing and as you go. But for now, it's just knowing that it's there, and then you can look it up. But the bones, so bones and cartilage, because technically the hyoid bone, it starts out as being mostly collagen and so cartilage, and it becomes ossified with calcification over time. As you get older, it ossifies even more and more and more. So it's important to start when you're young so that you can develop your vocal tract into something that you can use later on. It's important for like language. So if you speak one language, let's say you speak French and you want people to understand you in English, you have to practice like other languages also, but you have to practice the shape of your voice when you say stuff in order for people to understand what you're trying to say through words. Same for singing. So the highway. So all these, they're just, it's pretty much anatomy, including some vocal cords. They're in the larynx. So when you look up larynx, you'll see there's like the entire thing. You just have to look it up and then draw it out. The more you can draw it out and the more you can explain it, the better it is. But you have to do it for yourself. And so this was part two for singing. So just the neck, the larynx, which you can't see because of the beard, but the larynx, the neck, and the tongue. So everything about them. I would also suggest later on you'll see the lymphatic system is important um, for singing because you can activate it through singing. Also, your diet is important. Who you're connected to and who you're influenced by. So if you're friends with a lot of singers, you will just sing better automatically. So if everybody sings, we're all going to be able to sing better. But who you So if you're friends with singers, you can sing better automatically because they sing. But remember, if you sing too, they become better. So if nobody sings, nobody becomes better. So this is pretty much as a start. I can go in more details. Just this is what I did, and I can sing pretty good. I haven't like exposed myself, which is the point of these videos. Um, Here we go.